Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review, along with my thoughts and opinions. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashi here today. So today I'm doing a drama review on the drama called Please Be My Family. You guys would probably know why I watched this, and if I talk about it, Agashi would totally sit across from me would know why I watched this. See, I'm playing it. It's been a while since I seen that dude playing a drama, and I know he has a bunch of drama lined up. I'm just kind of like, oh, when are they ever gonna air, like Chinese dramas? But anyways, at this point that this review came out, this drama is already halfway through already. It's a total of 30 episodes. It airs all day, except for Saturday, literally. But yeah, so I got to watch the first 12 episodes, and honestly, it's very confusing in my opinion. You're kind of like, okay, what's going on? It really, you're lost. And crossing finger that they don't drag. We're already more than halfway through. Please don't give us everything, the truth at the end. It's just kind of like rush, but I'll get there. But let's start with our cast. We have Jay Chen as Qi Sile and Xin Bingbing as Xiao Haoyu, Zhang Yanbao as Song Xincheng, and Huang Boxi as Qi Xishuan, and Ryan Xu as Hao Zhu, and Shen Huanxing as Lin Xing. There's tons of people. There's the grandpa, there's her parents, there's his ex-girlfriend, there's another girl that likes him, and there's all the other tons of people, like this other guy, and there's just so many of them. But synopsis is Qi Xile needs to secure a position at Molan Company in order to cover for her daughter's surgery. Her daughter currently has a tumor in her brain and stuff, kind of in that area. And at this time, she's trying to just make everything ends meet to save her daughter, while there's Song Haoyu, who is the CEO of the Molan Company, and he has his son, and they end up on his son's 5th birthday. He gives his son a very special gift that belongs to their family, and they end up meeting Qi Xilang and her daughter, finding out that these two, the mom and his son, has the same brochure, leading to him thinking, okay, what's going on between these two children? He wants to bring these two children together. He wants to create a full family, and by doing that, they end up in a marriage together, just to bring these two kids together. And a lot of things happen in between, leading to them getting closer to each other, and because of the children, they start to bond, and love starts to spark between the two of them. Basically, that's the gist of the drama. That's all it is for Chinese drama. But recap review on the first 12 episodes. The drama starts us off with a wedding scene at a hospital. You're kind of just what's going on? It takes us back to explaining that. So Qi Sile is a single mom trying to make a living at her current company. She works at an advertising company to help treat her daughter. So Shushan, who has brain tumor, kind of they said brain tumor, but it's kind of in that area and back of her head or something like that, and she needs surgery. So she's just been on medication, waiting for a time slot, waiting for money expenses to pay for it. While Song Haoyu is also a single father and a CEO of the company called Molin, and his son wishes to have a mother. So they're both single parents. Their kids wish to have a family that is full. Well, we don't know why or how they became single parent, but fate brought them to meet. Both their children has the same birthday. They're both turning 5, and Haoyu gives his son Chen Chen the family brooch, which and they end up meeting, and he thought the son lost it. Qi Xilang had one clip on her shirt, and they were like, oh, you stole that from us. But she's like, no, this is mine. And he's eventually his son's like, oh no, Dad, I dropped it. Now he's like, what's going on? She has one, my son. I just gifted one to my son too. Okay, so what's going on? So he starts to research about this mother and daughter. What do they do? Why do they have this similar brooch like his family? Because there's only apparently one that was made, and he learned that there's actually a duplicate made. So there's only two in their family history line. So there's that, him trying to investigate what's going on. Meanwhile, his grandpa wants him to get married, but he doesn't want to. His grandpa has health issue, who also has like a tumor as well, and he wants Hallyu to start his life, live happy, because that's like his last wish, you know. Hallyu's like, well, I have different requirements to all the girls you set me up with. So grandpa's like, okay, what do you want? He goes, I don't want no single girl. Okay if they're divorced, single parents, widow, or whatever, all these things like that, you know, they don't have to be pretty, they don't have to be rich, they have to be opposite of all the girls you set me up. Grandpa doesn't care. Grandpa's like, okay, fine, whatever. He ends up meeting Sheila, and he's like, she's fit the requirement that my grandson asked for. They end up meeting more than once, and Chen starts to feel automatically attached to Xinlun, and Shushan's wish is to have a family, and she wants a father, and Hallyu looks like a father figure, and they meet multiple times, and she gets attached to him too. So Hallyu automatically, like in episode 3, asks Xinlun to marry him, and she rejects him, and she's just kind of like, I feel like you're just using me, or what's going on, you know. She's like, okay, this is too soon, we've just met, we just know what's going on, you know. So seeing how much like Shoshuan and Chen likes each other, and how they get along, and how Hallyu treats Xinlun and Shoshuan and vice versa, and everything like that, she her company ends up closing, and her boss took the money and ran. She's kind of like, I'm jobless, my daughter's surgery is coming, but I don't have the money to pay for. Everything is booked, the slots and everything like that. Grandpa finds this out, and grandpa learns about her daughters. Obviously learns that his grandson likes Sheila, and her daughter, she's a single mom, and her daughter has the same disease that grandpa does. So grandpa decides to give up his slots, his surgery slot, for the daughter. And he's all like, I live my life full, it's okay, I could still get treatments on the side, I don't need this surgery. Go ahead and give it to your daughter. She's young, she still has a long life to live. I lived and I've done everything, you know. So she just like, he's like, just do what I say and take it, don't worry, nothing's happening, I'm giving this to you as a gift. So with that, she sees everything of how nice the family is, and she obviously everything is sideways, and obviously, you know, for her daughter's sake, she decides to accept Hallyu's proposal, which brings us to the beginning of how we see them getting married. So they actually do get married, they get their marriage license first, she moves in, the kids get along so well. It's grandpa to Hallyu, but it's great grandpa to the kids. And the grandpa thinks they're in love, but they have to fake it in front of the kids and grandpa to just kind of make things go well, happy, and eventually just live it that way. Anyways, Hallyu ends up meeting Sila's family and gets approval. They finally hold their wedding ceremony in like episode 9 and 10. This is where they start to fall in love, but Hallyu holds so much like secrets, like dark secrets that we don't know of, and he's not revealing anything. He's just keeping everything to himself. Eventually his ex-girlfriend does come into play. She still misses him, but she doesn't know that he's a single dad and he's married already. So she doesn't know that. She went off to follow her career and dreams and everything, and she left him behind. Now she's coming back and she doesn't know any of this. So but Hallyu does get a DNA test on Xuan earlier in the episodes, but it doesn't ever revealed she's related to them or anything. Like, it's just cut right there. But he does believe that she's the great granddaughter to the Song family. She has the same illness as the grandpa, and the family brooch that belongs to them, that was a duplicate one, was made. So she has one and Hallyu has one, which Hallyu ends up giving him to Chen. Xinlun learns about all this, that Hallyu was doing like a DNA test. She was very upset, but he just kind of like, no more, no. So he just kept it a secret that he was pulling it out. He's not going to do it anymore. But it was between him and his lawyer, and his intention was, through his lawyer, I'm going to marry Xinlun, and eventually, after I investigate everything, I'm going to divorce her and gain full custody of Xuan. If she is my family, or regardless, I'm still going to take her, because everything ties up that she does belong to us, my family. So eventually towards like episode 11 or something like that, when Xuan Xuan actually does get cured after her surgery, it's been 3 months already. They've been married for 3 months. He decides to stop the investigation because he's like, I'm happy with my situation. Life is the best. My son is happy. I have a daughter, a wife, and even though, you know, we fake it like that, we're supposed to be parents in front of the kids, but it's okay. I'm happy. I don't want to investigate anymore. I don't want to go through the whole I'm going to divorce her and get full custody of the daughter. So that's that. But it leaves us wondering, like, what happened to the past. For sure, the kids are twins. They have the same birthday. They're the same age. But we're, like, missing a parent somewhere, or something is missing. So that's, like, the first 12 episodes. And it's, like, very confusing. It's kind of all over the place. And we have, like, side characters, which is just so pointless to see them, to have them. But, like, my guess is everything that's happening is not clear. For sure, we already know the kids are twins, okay? And Xuan Xuan inherit the disease like the grandpa, the great-grandpa. Both kids are not Hao Yu or Xilen. I have a feeling that Hao Yu and Xilen's like siblings or something was in love, and they had the kids. With how much dark past and secret Hao Yu had, I have a feeling he has a twin. And Chen Chen and Xuan Xuan are his niece and nephew only. And his girlfriend, I don't think it's his either, and it's like his brother's life. So whatever the hell is going on, he's living his brother's life, you know? So the reason why I'm saying it's like that, because Shinla's parents confirmed in like episode 9 and 10 that when she came home one day with the baby, decided to be a single parent, her father disapproved of that. She took the baby and left. So basically, it's not hers, it's someone else that she loves, and she took in the child, and she was given the brooch to pretty much kind of like, this is how to identify my child, who they belong to, which family they are, you know? So that's my take of her. For Hao Yu, with such like dark secrets and hiding everything, and he's just kind of like not happy with everything he has, and I have a feeling that it's like that. He has a twin, and grandpa obviously knows that one passed away, but grandpa doesn't know that Hao Yu is living in regret in another person's shadow. And but like, you know, how grandpa just wants Hao Yu to move on and like stop like living like this, move on. But like Hao Yu's like, for whatever something that happens, I had to keep going on, I had to keep playing this part. So because that's why I'm like, it makes more sense if he has a twin. And he has a twin, and everything just looks the same because it's just him again, you know? So basically they don't know that another person passed away because they're twin, they look the same. So that's my guess, because I'm like, there's no way that she has a twin versus him, because if she did, her parents would have talked about it, and her parents was more open up about her past and everything like that when she first took in the girl, the baby, versus him. His grandpa never says anything, and there's so much things that when Sheila tries to get close to him, whether be open to him and accept his, kind of like confess to him, be like, you know, let's work on this relationship together. Every time she tries to do that, he pulls away as if like, no, don't get close to me. You shouldn't, you know? So that's why I'm like, he has a lot of more dark secrets and everything. So I'm sure it's something like that that's going on. And the kids, obviously, we know the kids does not belong to both of them, but it belongs to his family. And his family, like, that's why, like, he's just been trying to find, not knowing that it was a girl. And when he found out that it was a girl, that's why there's this thing where it's cut out between the lawyer and him, whether the DNA tested it was his or not, or matches Chun Chun, their siblings or whatever. It just kind of like kept out of the loop, and they got brought back up again in like episode 11, and he was just kind of like, you know, forget about it, don't even talk about it. So that's where you're kind of like, okay, he has something going on, and he's not talking about it. And obviously his ex-girlfriend's come back, she still misses him, she still thinks about him, and we're already at the point where, you know, we're halfway through and a lot of bad things are happening, a lot of the problems are rising, and we obviously know she likes him, but he likes her too, but he's like holding back. So that's that. But it's a very, honestly, in my opinion, it's pretty confusing. There's a lot of holes that needs to be filled. So hopefully they filled it up and we don't get to the point where we're kind of like, well, what a waste of time. But I didn't know about it. At first I didn't see it was him. I've seen Jade in a lot of dramas. I've seen her, I forgot what the other drama was, but I was talking about it to my sister, where it's kind of like Goblin, you know, and so the Chinese version of it. So I was like, oh hey, she has another drama coming out. And then when I started looking at it, and I'm like, oh hey, look, it's Xiang from Princess Tennis. I'm like, wow, like I'm like, oh, it's been a while, and like finally his dramas is finally airing and everything. Oh wow. So I actually watched it, and it's pretty confusing, so I'm kind of just like waiting. It's halfway through, so it's gonna be done, so I'm letting it finish and just hopefully figure it out. And I don't know if I'm gonna be right or wrong, but you know, it looks like it's true. You know, it's their siblings, someone, but most likely it's his family who those kids belong to, and who has that family brooch and gave it to her. No way that it's her sister or friend, whatever, and her parents made it clear. So that's my guess of it. But yeah, I mean, back and forth, and very confusing. But if you guys want to check it out, do check it out. It will give you a lot of confusion. Eventually, you'll kind of get the hang of it and understand it. It does have its little sweet and cute romance scenes here and there, and I actually like it, little things here and there. But I want to let it actually finish, so I can just watch it in one go and fill in all the holes of all of that. But yeah, that's it for the drama review. Please be my family, and I will see you guys next time.